Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is JUJUTSU KAISEN Season 3, Episode 3. We just did our first Season 2 rewatch live stream last night. If you're paying attention to the community posts, if you're following us on Instagram, if you're following us on Twitch, that's how you'll know when we're doing the next one. The VODs are posted only to Patreon, so if you missed it, it's not up now, but it will be up soon. But the best way to see it is to be there when it's live. If you want to see us re-reacting to Season 2, we haven't watched it since it came out. And you know, we already
podcast
well,
at
yeah,
the end.
we'll be doing a podcast at the end, but we uncovered a few little gems and a few little things that we are kind of chewing on, and that will only continue to happen as we do more live streams. But stay tuned for those. Most of all, we're excited to get into this next episode. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's frickin' go. You excited?
I'm excited.
Let's go. Tengen-sama.
私には挨拶なしかい？天元。こいつが来ねえな。この人が来たのか。天元。
Everyone's like freaking out.
Wait, what did she say? It's not our first time meeting.
なぜ構成軍を閉じた？同調していることを警戒した。私には人の心まではわからないのでね。賢弱？かつて鴨の利としに宿っている術師だ。慈悲の剣、救済の策か。皮肉にもなってないね。
なんでそんな感じなの?
Why are you like that?
Why is bro like that?
Yuji, you can't just ask people why they're like that.
Did Tengen know the whole time and just chose to say nothing? The fuck? Maybe not.
Maybe we found out. Honestly, looking pretty good for 500 years old. I think you look a lot worse.
Oh. So there wasn't actually another. That's
interesting.
I literally. Yuki was told that there was another one and told Geto that there was another one. Sorry. Something something Genshin.
Okay.
封印とかを危惧してるんですか?
フェアじゃないな。期間も理由も明かさないのか?
You just stay here forever.
Barriers?
Whoa. Oh, you're giving us a lore drop. Okay.
Force the evolution of mankind through all of Japan. By just chucking all the cursed spaghetti at the wall. Yeah, Maelstrom. This is just a. Oh no, that's the technique. That's the Uzumaki. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So the cursed energy refined through Maelstrom can't return to the sorcerer, meaning can only be used once, cannot return back. So all the when Geto or Kamo uses, or I guess Kenjaku uses. Now we can't say Umbrella Man.
Absolute scam.
Damn it. Uses frickin' Uzumaki. It's a one-time shot. I think that's all this is. So insufficient curse energy. Oh yeah, evolving people one person at a time is inefficient. Yeah.
We do battle royale.
What?
What? In what way?
あれ? でも同化って聖書体にしかできないはずだ。
以前の私ならね。12年前に進化を始めた。
Oh, now he's a little bit more compatible.
聖書体以外との同化もできなくもない。
And why?
Hang on.
を始めた今の私なら聖書体以外と
Did Umbrella Man actually hire Toji to kill Rico? Because that caused Tengen's evolution, which was the first step. I think there was a period where we saw somebody whose face was masked talking to Toji or the broker or whoever about, or other people. Or
I have no memory of that.
Ah, god damn it. We need to rewatch Hidden Inventory now. Fuck. Is it worth it? I don't know. To go back and watch all of Hidden Inventory to find that scene. I remember at one point being like, wait, how crazy it would be if Umbrella Man like actually hired Toji to go do this and is behind all this shit. But it's looking more likely now that all of this is going on.
Yeah, because I guess the options are either Umbrella Man just saw the opportunity and is now taking it, or orchestrated it. But like Bros had like hundreds of years to
Thousands,
plan.
potentially.
So, I could have been planning for it. But if you had that long, then you might have waited, you might have done it a little bit sooner. But at the same time, he's kind of just been cooking in the background, yeah.
を始めた今の私なら
Maybe not, but
聖書体以外との同化もできなくもない
だがお前は一人だろどうやって複数の人間と同化するんだ
今君たちの目の前にいるは進化した私の魂は至るところにある言っただろ天地そのものが私の自我なんだ人間は術師という壁すら越えるそこにいてそこにいない新しい存在私には結界術があったから進化後もこうして形と理性を保し人類が進化しそのうちの一人でも暴走を始めたら世界はなぜ子としての境界がないんだ
Because everyone would be like totally connected.
先の東京が世界で再現されるんだ
何のためにそんなことすんだよ
ねこれも言っただろう私に人の心まではわからない
天元様が同化を拒否すればいいだけじゃないですか
そこが問題なんだ
Can't anymore.
進化を果たした家としては人間より呪霊に近い私呪霊操術の術式対象だ
Yikes.
賢弱の手の実力を考慮すると接触した事込まれるかもしれない
oh
だから私の
my god.
その上で超えよう
賢弱は私に次ぐ結界術の使い手構成宮の封印もいつ解かれるかわからんなぜ今なんだ聖書体との同化をお前を進化させ呪霊操術で取り込み操る
Hang on, hang on.
なぜ今なんだ聖書体との同化を阻止お前を進化させ呪霊操術で取り込み賢弱は少なとも関わりがあるようだった少なくとも1000年術師をやっているなぜ
Yeah.
今なんだ私聖書体そして陸眼それらは全て因果でつながって
What?
賢弱は過去に2度陸眼の術でいる
Twice in the past.
Wow.
聖書体も陸眼も全て石器以内に殺した
My
そ
God.
れでも同化当日に陸眼と聖書体は その後賢弱は陸眼をなく
Interesting. Okay, okay.
But so that leads credence before if it's happened like twice before, then it makes sense that then kenjaku probably did hire was involved in the hiring of Toji because we know that it was involved in that weird cult, but all this shit can be like orchestrated from from the sidelines.
I mean, yeah, and even if even if it is kind of about like a cult thing, like he could have
been behind the cult.
Yeah.
He could have been behind the cult.
He could have been doing that. Yeah.
Because the previous times he killed Rika or killed the Star Plasma Vessel. This time, he hired a guy was hired who had beef with the guy with the 6 eyes, just because of he is him. But and also just shot and killed Rico. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters if it was him, but it does. It would make sense if it was him.
Yeah.
始めたではなく現れた賢弱は陸
This honestly, the stars like really aligned for him this time because of Gojo's involvement with Rico and like the whole previous thing and Geto. You know, like the fact that it's like how much of it was like. What are the chances?
Well, there's no chance. It's fate.
Yeah, okay, because that's what I'm saying.
It's fated.
Because it's like what would the chances be that the guy with whose powers you need and the guy who you need to imprison later on and need a way to throw off guard are the same two guys that are responsible at a young age for delivering the person that you need to kill in order to force this evolution. Like, you know what I mean?
I guess the chances are 1 in 3, you would say, because he did it. This is the third time's the charm.
I guess so.
But yeah, it is fortuitous for sure. Yeah, okay, so then he couldn't be reborn.
Yeah.
Oh, intervene. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Toji saying. Oh, are they seeing this? Oh, okay, the opposite. The opposite.
Okay. Yeah, okay,
What
so
you
yeah,
just
he
said.
didn't.
So, okay, so he didn't. It seemed like he could have, but...
I think what he was going for is he's like, okay, I've been focusing too much on the star plasma vessel, blah, blah, blah. I have unlimited time. I'm basically immortal. I'm going to seal up Six Eyes, and then next time I try... Because, like, this evolution of Tengen happened within 12 years. So, like, 12 years to Umbrella Man, like, that's nothing. If you've been alive for 1,000 years, 12 years is, like...
I think there's more time between the things. It's just been 12 years since Rico died because there was no assimilation, so there's been the evolution. But the time between now and Rico is 12 years, but the time between Rico and the previous Star Plasma vessel was more than 12 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, 12 years after you stop it from getting a new vessel. So, like, you know... I mean, whatever, say it's like, I guess you're right. But even still, he would know that once he imprisoned Gojo, then he just had to wait.
Yeah. But, okay, so it's the opposite. We should stop pausing so much because it's literally the opposite of what we were saying. Toji, being built different, ruined this by...
But actually ended up helping him out. Even he came in and like threw off the plan because the plan this time, let's not kill the vessel. Let's just focus on Gojo. But instead, he kills the vessel, and then by doing that, Umbrella Man is able to discover Geto's power and is like, that's highly convenient.
Yeah.
意図せず獄門鏡以外のピースが全て揃ったんだ。前、その獄門鏡も賢者の手に渡った。
死滅回遊は何のために行われるんですか？
同化前の奈良次第。以外との同化は不可能ではないが、現時点では高確率で不可能となる。
They have to get on a better level first.
プレイヤーの授業、コロニーとコロニーで結んだ境界をこの国の人間を彼岸へ渡す儀式だ。として私との同化を始めるつもりだろう。手の儀式を成立させるために賢者自身も縛りを負っているはずだ。
Wait, hang on. I need to go back. I'm sorry. I just need to make sure that I'm getting all this. Warm up, because... Right.
死滅回遊はプレイヤーの呪力とコロニー同会を使ってこの国の人間を彼岸へ渡す儀式だ。私との同化を始めるつもりだろう。だがこれだけの儀式を成立させ自身も縛りを負っているはずだ。
Several pacts. Oh yeah, okay.
その一つとして死滅回遊
Oh!
変じゃない。だが君たちにとって不利に賢者を殺しても死滅回遊は終わらないのだ。プレイヤーが全員死ぬか、全員参加を拒否して死ぬか。それまで死滅回遊、死滅回遊のルールにある永続中断させないための保険だよ。
そうだね。
Okay.
僕らも死滅回遊に参加し、鈴木さんやゲームに消極的な人が
海を抜けるルールを追加するしかない。
五条先生の解放も並行しましょう。あの人がいれば一人で全て片がつく。
天元様。
Yeah.
その前に誰が残るか決めてくれ。私が残る。
ユージにはこの女の協力が必要不可欠だ。カモノリトシ。賢者がここに天元を狙ってくるならなおさらだ。奴の命を絶つことは弟たちの救済だからだ。
天元と話し足りなくてね。かな、おっこつくん。
はい、僕はもうみんなとしたくないので。
ありがとう。これが五条悟の解放。そのために必要な境。
Okay.
The back door? You got Gojo's back door?
そうなるね。この裏門を封印することで表の気配を抑えていたんだが無駄だったね。この裏門の中にも五条悟は封印する。
これを開ければ。
But what else will happen?
天元は表の所有者賢者のものだ。
Then what is
これを
this?
こじ開けるには強制解除する天の逆鉾。あらゆる術式効果を国上。このどちらかが必要だ。
Isn't that what? Didn't Miguel have that?
海外に封印しまった。
何してんの先生。
Because this thing can kill him.
五条悟が
Yeah, during Zero.
何してんだ。
It was all shit that could take him down.
ミゲルさんと探してたんだ。
More of it.
海外って言って
Interesting.
たんですか。
That's what he was doing.
これ
Okay.
に関しては
Well, that sucks. But it explains, like, there's no point in going to find it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Now we know.
海遊に参加しているプレイヤーの中に1000年前の術師がいる。
1,000 years ago.
What? Heaven, angel, it's Verta Spirit of Heaven.
Okay, then we need to find this girl then.
Hana Kurusu. Okay.
消滅させる。
Couldn't she also then mess with the culling game?
わかりますか。
Okay.
I guess she can't mess with packs, she can mess with the techniques.
Oh. I love this like PowerPoint
colonies?
presentation going on here.
10 colonies, yeah. Big info dump episode.
境界をまたぐ彼岸へ渡る行為は呪術的に大きな意味を持つっす。
Right.
八橋の時の。
What? What?
北海道が入ってないのは結界。そうだ。強大な霊場として奈良市が住んでいる。
試される大地。
彼岸へ渡す時が日本にいる人間全員に呪いをかけて同化の前準備をしているの。海遊次第だが2月もあれば済むだろう。
2 months. I mean, like that's honestly like kind of a long time.
今11月9日の午前9時だ。
術師が覚醒したのは10月31日20
Midnight.
戦機が海遊に参加するまでの猶予。ざっと10日と15時間。
Yeah.
Obtain 100 points and add a roll. That's gonna be
参加を
rough.
拒否すれば死ぬと言ってましたよね。
ああ。術式の剥奪。
So they die. Okay.
不意天変で行われるわけじゃないと思う。使用禁止ではなく剥奪だから縛りでもない。あると脳に無理やり何かしら作用するわけだから。
This is okay. Jesus Christ. Like sorry. I just need a break real quick. Hang on. All right. I feel like even for me this shit is going over my head right now. Stripped of their okay.
剥奪だから縛りでもない。脳に無理やり何かしら作用するわけだから。
Stripped as in it's not an agreement.
じゃなきゃみんな参加拒否するだろうし。
Yeah.
塩子さんの読み
You
通
just
りだっ
get
たの。
killed.
術式持ってない術師はノーリスクだよな。つうかパンダはどうなんだよ。あいつノーとかあんのか。
Good question. Where's Yaga, by the way? Is he dead?
ファンの人らはどうなんの。
少なくとも一度は外に出る機会を。
マジ。
随分と親切ですね。
ルールに一つもコロニーの出入りに関するプレイヤーに始め結界から出るという明確な目的を与えて海遊を活性化させる。プレイヤーを閉じ込めるにはプレイヤーが自ら望む点が重要だからね。
伊野さんが言ってた結界の足し引き。
Should I go back? No, whatever. Wait, what was that?
It just if you have to kill someone else to get
Yeah.
points.
Okay. Yeah.
早速に原則ってごちゃってすんな。伏黒天元さん。
Yeah. Do we
ゲ
know?
ームマスター
I bet it's Tengen.
各プレイヤーに一体につく式神黄金がゲームマスター
Interface.
で
This
はなく
is
窓口だ。は死滅回遊のプログラムそのものと思った方がいい。
Okay.
Jesus, he's doing some like hacking. He's like system hacking fucking life itself so that he can do this shit.
消すのはなしだ。
回しに否定ならいけるかもしれませんね。これありか。
だよな。あっち任せすぎる。
いや、ある程度は公平な判断が認め
Okay.
る。
Well,
What
that's
what
good.
makes you say that?
にここまでのルールを敷いているんだ。呪術的には気が傾ることはない。
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
人を殺さなきゃいけないのか。いや、いくつか考えがある。
とりあえず情報は整理できたな。あとはそれぞれの役
What does Megami have as an idea? Just
Yeah.
残って天元様の護衛。私はまず全員家に戻って呪具の回収。
oh.
Pretty good.
サトルが封印されて間もなく全員家が持ち出してすっからかん。
Oh.
君が全員家の当主になった。おかげで彦は
It's a pretty good deal.
その前に天元様
組や重曹のアトリエだろ。
助かります。パンダ探して海遊の平定に協力。
Okay.
ユータは
早速コロニーに入って海遊に参加するよ。伏黒君たちが海遊に参加する少しでも情報を集めたい。
すみません。
行動だけど万が一身内で潰し合うことがないよ。それから鈴木さんに何かあった時のために近場のコロニーが
Okay.
世界で電波が断たれるかもしれない。連絡取れないかも。あ、
俺が少なと変わったら迷わず殺してくれ。
Yeah.
言ってる場合か。大丈夫。
No time to worry about that? About that?
しっかり殺してもらえ。先輩。
ああ、お前らは予定通り近次のとこ。
金次？係金次。
Hagari. Special. Oh, he's suspended?
とにか
Okay.
く何が何でも借り出せ。
He was the other special grade that Gojo was saying was badass. He's supposed to be like on Yuta's level.
Man, look at all this.
Holy fuck. My goodness. This is not what I was expecting for this episode. Well,
ありがとう。助かった。死ぬなよ。
is Choso gonna die in here though?
I hope not.
泣いてんの？
My god. This guy is the naked guy.
Oh! It's a really bad comedian.
やめ新菊さんなるわ。お前いくつやったっけ？35っす。やめてこい。この業界遅咲きのやつで急に売れるやつぎょうさんおる。急におもろなったわけやない。もとおもろかったが埋もれてただけやねん。そうちゃうやろ。まああなた悪いことはお前にできる向いてることをする。
It's really mean.
俺は嫌いやなかったで、バカバのネタ。ケンさん、あいつもお前を勘違いしとる。おもろなくても売れるやつは売れんねん。
That's mean.
Wow.
一発屋的な話っすか。ちゃうわ。続けるやつには2種類おんねん。ずっとおもろいやつと自分のことおもろいと勘違いできるやつや。お前はどっちや？
Whoa.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. What the?
That was something.
God damn.
Thank God they made this flow chart that we can okay, I wish we didn't pause so much at the beginning, or I didn't pause so much at the beginning. I just got caught up with Toji because, you know, it's just who I am. All right. So, I don't know if they're, like, okay. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot we can talk about. They laid it out so matter of fact.
Yeah.
The only thing, like, I guess what we can go over everything and we can make predictions, I guess, is what we can do. Because they kind of laid everything out very, not succinctly, but clearly. It took a whole episode. Okay.
Yeah.
12 years ago, Toji intervenes. Riko murdered. 6 years ago, obtained the prison realm. Still don't know how.
Mystery.
But it was being kept hidden because Tengen had the back door and was hiding it. Therefore, it affected the cursed signature of the main one.
I guess so, but he still found it.
But he still ended up finding it.
So, whatever. I guess maybe they can use the, like, if they get something, or if they get an angel or whatever to come, they could use that on the back door, and it would
open it up and allow him to leave.
Yeah.
So there, you know, Star Plasma Vessels killed. Oh, it's interesting that they're, like, that's something that's interesting. Again, I don't know how much we can say about it, but the fact that it's not the first time that this whole thing has happened, and that there was a link between Six Eyes, Star Plasma Vessel, and Tengen. Mm-hmm. That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So, Tengen's evolution. Tengen is now no longer just a person who can kind of live forever. Tengen constantly evolves. That was stated by Yaga in Hidden Inventory. Tengen's constantly evolving, but does not die. So, like, just changes and continues to change.
But the assimilation of Star Plasma Vessels would, like, kind of ground Tengen to like
humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now Tengen's in charge of all the barriers in Japan. Mm-hmm. But now, because of Tengen's evolution, Tengen is now no longer this, like, person or thing that's physically here. Tengen is a part of the barriers, essentially. Their soul is spread about. So they're not just a person or a sorcerer anymore. They're more like a cursed spirit. So,
which makes them a target for cursed spirit manipulation.
Yes. So, and because the idea is that now Tengen has evolved, and now it's not just a Star Plasma Vessel. Anyone can be assimilated. So if everyone is assimilated and then taken for cursed spirit manipulation. But I think, I think that's an assumption from them. That's like,
what do you mean that's an assumption?
Like, I don't, like, you know, he never said anything. They never got this far in their planning. And the idea that Geto was around and that Kenjaku, Umbrella Man, could take control of Geto, that was like an unforeseen bonus. You know, so, like, this whole plan, that is a strong assumption to make because of the nature of the powers that he currently has. But given the previous attempts at this, that wouldn't have been a part of the plan. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but that seems like an assumption on Tengen's part. We don't actually know if that's the end goal, for everyone to assimilate into Tengen and then to control it like that.
Well, I mean, actually, using the cursed spirit manipulation comes first before people are able to assimilate with him, as you can see from this chart here. He has to absorb Tengen first, I guess.
Are you sure?
I thought so. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, he absorbs Tengen with the cursed spirit manipulation, and
but my point is the cursed spirit manipulation couldn't have been a part of the plan before because Geto wasn't in the picture 500 years ago or whenever the last time this shit happened. So, like, the point I'm trying to get across here is that he's tried this before. In the other two times, he was still trying to do probably something approaching the same thing. about, you know, this involving with evolution and all this stuff. But the previous 2 times where they were still trying to accomplish that, Geto's ability of her spirit manipulation wasn't
Didn't
around.
exist.
So
Yeah.
it might be a stepping stone for that, but like I guess it's like whether like he's okay. I guess maybe I'm making an assumption that the idea is that because he has her spirit manipulation, he'll be able to control Tengen and thus control all of humanity or use that towards some goal. They're saying that Tengen is like a target for cursed spirit manipulation, but that's not the end goal. I guess they're already saying that as well. The end goal is like the evolution of all mankind, and cursed spirit manipulation is just like a fun tool that will make that a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, because
So,
it's like
never
the
mind.
goal could have been the same, but now having the cursed spirit manipulation, it makes it much more likely to succeed and like go well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, and because of the yeah. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. That's what this is saying. So like because idle transfiguration, then it goes to a different path. But this was the original path. Like without the idle transfiguration, it would have just it's like turn everyone into sorcerers. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right. Maybe I don't know things as well as I thought. Anyway,
Should we look at the rest of that flowchart?
we just
There's way more of it.
There's 4 pages of a flowchart. Oh, this is just for the Culling game. Oh my god. To move the barriers aside to ferry the people of Japan to the other side.
I feel like that's the part that I'm not fully
The colonies,
understanding. No,
or-
like the ferrying people to the other side. Like, what does that mean? Is it just like because they're all connected, it's like moving, like, or because so many people are dying, or
I think
or it's
that's
like
what the barriers, Tengen's barriers, are partially for, is to like protect the people, protect their spirits from being like cursed and from being vengeful spirits or shit like that.
Is it like the curse energy that is like going to be being output in all these places is like flying around and like creating a lot of extra energy or something? I
honestly don't know.
I feel like that's the thing that I wasn't really understanding.
Where does he talk about the bridge? Because that was
forced across to the other side equals cursed.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what? Okay, what? Did you discover something?
No, I thought I did, but then I didn't.
Yeah.
I guess like they got cursed by like what.
Well, okay, so
He did
ferrying people to the other side, that means like their spirits pass on in like a normal or good way. But if they're forced across the other side, that means that they're cursed, I think. That is what I'm getting. I don't know what that has to do with a warm-up or what a warm-up... like, I don't know. I don't think I understand either.
I feel kind of dumb. I feel like it... But I don't know what that means.
I get all the stuff with Gojo and the prison realm. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Rescue Sumiki and reluctant players. That makes sense to me. Add a rule to escape the Culling game. Persuade players with 100% no intention of adding a rule. So, yeah, Megami said that he had an idea of how they would get 100 points without killing people. I don't know what the
Persuade
fuck
players
that
with
could
100 points
include.
and no intention. So I guess they just go and find some like murderous people and tell them to add a rule.
But who knows what they would listen? Persuade could mean a lot of things, though. They could torture them. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they would do for that. Or make a bet with them. Or make a pact with them. To make is like, if they beat them, then they have to add the rule of their choice to the coloring game using their 100 points. Fucking Gojo destroying or sealing or sending away the fucking inverted spear of heaven is such a fumble, because that's the one thing that would have saved his life.
Yeah. But it also was the one thing that could have actually killed him. Wow.
This might just be too much, or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm getting caught up. Maybe it's not that insane. I feel like we're not actually that behind on it. There's just some details like with the barriers that maybe we're just not fresh on, because they talked more about barriers in season 1 when they were first introducing the idea of Tengen-sama, and when they were first talking about what the barriers do and everything. As far as like the normal people. But, here's something. So, there's a sorcerer from 1,000 years ago who calls herself Angel. All right, well, how does that help us now? Curse technique can extinguish other...
Because she's here.
Yeah.
She's in the Culling game over to the side or whatever.
She 1,000 years old?
I guess so. Yeah, she's in the east side of Tokyo right now.
All right. Oh, here. Crossing a river or other border. Acts that symbolize crossing to the afterlife. Carry important meaning in sorcery. I knew that bridge and that whole fucking thing was going to come back in like an important way, or it was, telling us something very important.
People crossing into the colony that is doing that. I feel like I'm getting annoyed that I don't understand that, but I feel like maybe I'm just not thinking about it the right way.
So, Shoko basically just says what a lot of people in the comments were saying before, where if you reject it, if you get your technique taken away, then you die. Yeah. So if you don't participate, you die.
Yeah, or else you would just not participate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what about Panda?
Yeah. What does this mean for poor Panda?
And Kogane, not the game master, just a proxy for the game master.
But we still don't know what the game master is.
Well, the game master is the game itself.
Yeah.
Which it seems like a fucking
joke. It's very
joke.
Abstract. They put an AI in charge of this.
Yeah.
In charge of this
like
game.
how do you program that if as Umbrella Man? Like what fucking code do you type into the curse energy computer to allow it to make a fake person that you like the Culling game into a game master for itself? He's like working some fucking literal magic here.
What can you say?
All right. I feel bad given our like whole talks last season about stopping it so soon when we got so much lore and information. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of cut and dry, and there's not really a whole lot to talk about currently. But what can we talk about? So Yuji and Megumi are going to enter the Culling game. Mm-hmm. Yuta is going to enter the Culling game elsewhere.
Yuji and Megumi are going to recruit that guy to come and help them.
Right.
Before going into the Culling game.
Right. Yuta's going into a different colony.
Yeah.
Maki is going to the Zenin house to reclaim their cursed tools, which could help them.
I think she's doing something first, though. But
what?
I thought she was stop doing something else first, but maybe doing whatever that is.
Juzo Kumiya's Atelier. Or Atelier. I don't know what the fuck that is. Are we supposed to know what that is?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Here's a Google. Let's do a little. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, maybe we're not supposed to know what that is.
Well, this is bothering me with Witch Hat as well. I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, the word. I think it means I don't know,
What?
I don't know.
Take your guess.
I don't know.
Take your guess before I say it. You're acting all smart. A workshop or studio, especially one used by an artist or designer.
Okay.
Was that the guy who was talking about the fucking coat racks? Is that guy? No. That can't be, because he's the only artist that I know who uses something. But
maybe
anyway.
Maybe it's a workplace of someone who makes cursed
probably
tools.
Oh yeah, see in the background. I'm pretty sure that is the coat rack guy.
Oh my god. I guess so. Weird.
Why is she going? He must have something weapons or something that she could use. Yeah. In case she runs into trouble there. Mm-hmm. Because I imagine Naoya is not going to be happy. And the rest of them are not going to be happy with this idea.
Of her just rolling up and taking all the stuff.
Not just Maki, but also the fact that Megumi is going to be the leader. I don't think the rest of them are going to be chill with that.
Yeah.
Especially because Megumi's son of Toji, and Toji was shat on by them. And then Maki is basically the second Toji. Mm-hmm. And is a woman and is ordering them around, and they don't seem to be cool with that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's gonna be crazy. I wonder if she's gonna run into Mai. Is Mai gonna be there? Mm-hmm. Man,
Yeah, wow, that was a lot.
That was a lot. I feel bad that we don't have like some crazy takeaway from here.
Yeah.
And I will say from all this, it is like the rules are really, there's a lot going on with them and all the different pieces here, but it's relatively simple, like what has to be done. Like,
yeah,
you know,
just do this, do this, do this.
like and I think that that's on purpose, is because now we're walking away from this episode, and if you're not breaking it down like we are, or trying to, even though we didn't do that great of a job, and be 100% honest, if you're not breaking it down like we are, you walk away from this episode feeling like, okay, they're going here, they're going here, they're going there. That's basically what matters. Everything else is like extra, and could maybe help you predict what's going to happen. But a lot of this stuff is very dense, and I think that it'll be difficult to just like pull out of the hat. You know, like if like I think about foreshadowing and like the things that we use to predict a lot of the stuff from previous, and it was a lot of really basic, obvious things, really, if you break it down. And just if you were thinking about the story in a certain way and looking at the specific details that they were like sneaking in there about like Kamo Noritoshi and the different connecting threads there, you would put together, you know, if you were paying attention strongly, then you would put together what we put together. It wasn't like you would figure out the connections. But here it's like partly what's happening is like, here's a lot of information, a couple tidbits here and there that are like clearly setting up, you know, if you know the future, if you've read the future manga, it's like there's a couple threads that lead back all the way to this moment where everything's being explained. But I think that it's just so much information that it's hard to really piece together, and there's some things that are a little bit complicated and are a lot harder than like, or a lot more difficult to interpret as a theory, more difficult than, say, a guy has a forehead scar, for example, you know.
Well, it's also, like you said, it's literally just setting up, like, it's most of this episode was just telling you what either has already happened or what they're trying to do next. Yeah. Which is like, so it's like you could predict, oh, I bet Yuji and Megami are gonna go and they're gonna convince that guy to join, but it's like, that's not a like, yeah, that's like, they just told you that that's what was gonna happen. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it seems like if anything, there's like Choso telling Yuji not to die out there makes it seem like Choso's gonna die in here. Yeah. That's you never know. Like that to me feels... just the way that he said that seemed kind of suspicious. But
okay, yeah, that's one thing that seems to be setting up. There's a lot of death flags and a lot of shit going on there because Tengen's like, you guys need to protect me, and then don't die out there. Yeah, all right, good. And then Tengen also saying, it's only a matter of time before Kenjaku breaks in here, and I need people to defend me. So I think Kenjaku is gonna break in here and kill them. Like,
and it might be that like the stars align, that like Gojo can like come out at like the exact second, and you know Choso dies, but like Tengen doesn't get taken over or something. Yeah. But also at the same time, Kenjaku has been extremely like good at doing what he's doing and has had a lot of success. So I'm like kind of scared that he might actually get Tengen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Good episode. Sorry we didn't have more to say. I mean, we're the discussion's decently long, but I feel like
we didn't really say that much.
I just want more.
Yeah. This seems like this episode being the first one after, like, they give us like the good double episode. Yeah. And you're like so hyped up, and then they just like give you like a PowerPoint presentation. It's still good. I'm not complaining, but I'm like, oh, I just want to like see what they're doing next. And we have to wait a whole nother week.
I do, like, okay, can I talk about this? It does seem awfully convenient that there's a secret backdoor to the prison realm. From a storytelling perspective, it's like, oh, the strongest guy who can solve everything gets sealed. In a perfect seal, they can seal anything. Oh, wait, I have the backdoor.
But you still can't get in there, though.
I know that. But, like, it's a big part of how we're going to get him out. And it's, oh, we have a secret backdoor. But my from the outside, you could look at that and see that as overly convenient. But I think it makes a lot of sense within the context of the story because of how jujutsu works, because of how everything needs to be like balanced and everything like that. It's like in order for it to be, it's almost like a pact in itself. In order for it to be as strong of a seal as it is, there needs to be a caveat, a caveat of some kind, like a a weakness, a weak point, like a more exposed weak point. So having that and like being like, okay, here's this super strong seal. I'll make it stronger by making it weaker in this other way. I think it makes sense a lot with the way that it goes.
I was just
what are you looking for?
just trying to check if it said like you can use those items on the back of it, or if you still have to use them on the front of it, and the back of it was just Tengen showing that there is a back of it and trying to like keep it hidden.
I think if you have the back, they could use the
stuff on it.
They could use the stuff on it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Stay tuned for the next stream.